Testing, testing, hello. You guys hear me? Testing, testing, hello. All right, perfect. You guys can hear me. Yeah, so this isn't going to be a long live stream tonight. I mean, maybe it might be, but I'm just doing the update videos because, yeah, so we're just basically going to be looking at the coin requests. And I'm going to be making the videos on the live stream. So, yeah, we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, DIA, XYO, LCX, Velodrome, Maniki, Messier, Cardano, Moonwell, Celestia. And then we'll, of course, throw in DOGELON MARS just because why not? We can go to zero together, or we can make millions together. And then obviously, whatever coin requests you guys have. So I guess we could start with Bitcoin. So I guess taking a look at Bitcoin on the live stream. So first and foremost, I did want to point out that the fear and greed is in fear 21, and relative to where the price was before, we are still, so we were in extreme fear, obviously close to 70,000, right? Yeah, we were in 78,000. I think we even went lower than that. But now we're at 21 at 82,000. We're sitting around 80,000 right now, 81,000 right now. So again, we are still in the red, like we're orange red right now. So just keep in mind what that means is that hopefully we can expect some sort of relief rally. Just also keep in mind that the alt season indicator shows 14 out of 100. So we are in Bitcoin season and no shot we're in alt season whatsoever right now. Now taking a look at Bitcoin, wow, hopefully if we don't collapse here on the live stream. Yeah, taking a look at Bitcoin on the live stream. So my targets are still valid on the macro time frame. You can see that we're still over 73,000 around this area, 73,600. So I think that's still, it's still technically macro bullish. Hold on, let me just make sure. I guess that was on linear. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So it's still over 73,000, which I think that it's still macro bullish as long as we stay over 73,000. And then clearly on the shorter time frame, we do have support here at the 0.5, which we actually ended up bouncing from at 79,000. So in my opinion, it's not over until this breaks. And then when I see Bitcoin in this area or lower, then that's when I think that it's over basically, and it's probably going to be a 2-year bear market before we establish any sort of floor. Okay. Now, keep in mind this isn't uncommon for Bitcoin. Last time it went down 34%, and then now we're sitting at a 30% drawdown based off this wick. So theoretically, just think about it. If we go back down 34%, that's a little bit lower than where I would feel comfortable saying that it's still a bull run. So, so these big wick downs always happen. And then if some real hopium last time, we went down 55% before Bitcoin made an all-time high, going up 143%. So again, some hopium there too. So it's never over until it's over. I mean, everyone here thought it was over, and then we went and made an all-time high. So everyone here thinks it's over, and then we're going to go up and make an all-time high, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it. And then my targets are still valid on the upside. 112,000, 136,000. So around 140,000 is what I think. But again, if we do break below that, then it is invalidated in my opinion. But with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And thank you. Unity in the house. Yeah, we're not going to get a lot of people today, but it's okay. Let's look at DOGELON MARS. Ouch. Taking a look at DOGELON MARS on the live stream. So I guess we'll just leave this chart. Yeah, so with DOGELON MARS, like in terms of TA, like I know there are a lot of people that talk about all of the developments and everything like that, but for me, I look at the TA because when I like a coin, I want to get in for as cheap as possible, and I want to hold it. And it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy the fact that, you know, I held it here, and then it went lower. I bought, and I held it here, with the exception of part of my sell order going through here, and it went all the way back down. How crazy is that? Like, in my mind, when we were up here at these levels, I was like, oh, this is it. Like, it's never going to come back down to the lows, but it's crypto, obviously, right? So nonetheless, I just think it's crazy. I'm still holding it, obviously. I'm still holding it, so I'm not worried about it. Now, actually, I mean, I am worried about it, given that we're back at these lows. But in terms of long term, with everything that they're doing, I think we should theoretically be fine. Okay, but I could be wrong. I could lose all my money, right? So I know I talk about a lot of different coins, but full disclosure, DOGELON Mars is one of the coins that I have. So anyway, and it's not doing so good. Macro bearish under the 20 level, and then you can see that we have support. Yeah, we had support at 14. We didn't hold. So like I said before, the next area of support is around 11, and then if we break that, we're probably going to come back down to these levels. So we're looking at 8 to 9. So adding a 0.8, adding a 0.9. With that being said, nothing has changed from last time that we looked at the video. We've been talking about the same thing since October of 2023. So nothing has changed. Everything's the same. We're just waiting for this. You know, we're just waiting for this giant move up, and then everyone's going to be like, oh my God, like, you know, this was the top. We broke the downtrend, we accumulated, and then now we're going up. Now, when we go up, my target hasn't changed. It's still the 402 mark. That's where, and I've always been consistent in that, and that's always what I've been saying. So 402 is my target. I think it's going to go hit that high. And then once that hits or whatever, then we're going to get something like this. We fall for 2 years, consolidate for 2 years, and then go up. So it's really the same thing that Dogecoin did, but especially with DOGELON Mars, I think it's cool because, again, they're coming out with a whole bunch of stuff, and I think it's a lot cooler. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Let's see. What's up, Doge? Oh, you want Dogecoin? Elon. What's up, Anthony? Hey, yeah, I love how, like, you're, like, one of the only ones that, because I'm usually at work, and I'm bored, so I'm just typing in Vision's chat and stuff, right? Like, I'm not, like, it's like, oh, DOGELON Mars to the moon, and, you know, like, oh, I love DOGELON Mars. It's just funny to me because, like, I'm working and I'm bored, and, like, I hear it and I'm like, oh, cool, let me just type stuff. But I like how you're, like, the only other ones that's commenting the DOGELON Mars, like the DOGELON Mars logo, like the coin. So thank you for that. That's awesome. like I always catch you, like, doing that just randomly in the chat, and I'm like, oh, hey, like, hey, there's someone in here is, like, paying attention. Someone in here actually has DOGELON Mars. So that's pretty cool. You did the same. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's crazy because it's like, for me, I'm like, dude, like, how is it, like, I just can't believe that we're actually all the way back down. Because from my perspective, if the number of holders went up and if everyone's buying, why are we going back down? Theoretically, we should at least establish some sort of level that we establish an uptrend. Because even if the older people were like, hey, you know what, I'm just going to sell, we should, not everyone would sell unless the people who bought also sold, and then the old people sold, which is what's driving the price down. But regardless, the selling pressure is going to, like, eventually lay off. And again, we have been consolidating since August of 2000. So we're going on 2 years of consolidation. So I think we should get some sort of reversal soon. Let me just do Dex Screener. Yeah, so anyway, so Dogecoin, please. Oh, Roy's Army, are you in Dogecoin? Bitcoin. All right, let's take a look at Dogecoin for Roy's Army. Oh. Taking a look at Dogecoin on the live stream. So yeah, I mean, again, very, very simple, right? So you go up and then you consolidate and then you leg up, right? It's the same concept. you leg up, you go down, you consolidate, and then you leg up, you go down, and then you consolidate, and then now we're at the leg up period. But the Dogecoin is a little bit different because of the tokenomics. So the tokenomics, again, it's like infinite supply, and they're like always printing. So the Dogecoin for back here might be a little bit different here because if the price were to go back up to its all-time high, and if they were to be exactly the same, the market cap would have to be higher because they've minted more coins. So just take that into consideration. Now, from the high to the low, we are still over the 382 at around 14 cents, so 13.75. So it is still macro bullish. And then in terms of the macro support, let's see if this lands anywhere. Yeah, so we have support here at the 0.5 at around 15 cents. Well, it just got bright. Wow. It's like a nuke went off. Imagine. Damn, that would be horrible. Yeah, so 13 to 15 cents, this support is holding. Just keep in mind that with Dogecoin, if we do go back up, we do need to break 19 to 22 cents. And also we have resistance at 30 cents because you could still validate a downtrend. You could start a downtrend. People are going to think we're going back up and going to the moon. But in reality, we're going to get stuck and come back down, and people are going to get trapped. So the two targets that you should know is over here at 19 to 22 cents. We could still be bearish and come down, make a lower low. And the second one would be the 618 at around 30 cents. The same concept's valid for both. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Let's see. Oh, Unity, thank you so much for the membership. Oh, dang, no, you were previously a member, right? Yeah, because your emblem, your little crypto cat, you have the glasses. So I think you've been a member for like 6 months. Thank you. Aloe's in the house. Sup, bro? I'm not going to say anything. Of course you're not. Of course you're not. You know why? Because you're bearish. Because you're a bear. And you already know that I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. I mean, I'll tell you if I think it's over. I don't think it's over. Like I said before, if we break in this box or if we break below this box, fine, whatever. We're probably gonna get like some sort of rally like we did last time, and they go down, and then it's gonna drop, and then we're gonna go up. It's gonna be like this, exactly like last time. So, and then I'd say you're right, Aloe, you're right. But and I would have lost all my money because I'm holding, right? So, but I'm not gonna agree with you because I don't think that we're in a bear market because we're still over the box. Very simple. Unity, SHIBA INU. I'll take a look at SHIBA INU, and let me just read the chats. Oh, I always make SHIBA INU videos for you. Yeah, I really like the... Yeah, so nothing has actually changed, but yeah, we'll take a look at it. Taking a look at SHIBA INU on the live stream. So making an update video on SHIBA INU. Nothing has really changed from the last video. We have established a floor here above 8049, and then I think that's, yeah, so you can see that's the 236382. So as of right now, this is still valid. 7013 to 7025. It does need to break this. If it doesn't, we're going to get rejected and come back down. Now support on the macro time frame. If we get over 701, that's good, but the next area of support is in bearish territory is going to be 8072. Now, again, I do like the market cap to lock liquidity. It is pretty good. I do like the fact that they do have locked liquidity. So just keep that in mind. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. SHIBA INU, good luck with that. Let's see. It's just Bitcoin underperforming. I don't think it's that deep. A lot of people hate Elon the man. So they're punishing Doge and Elon. Yeah, I don't get why people hate Elon. It's like you're auditing. Like we're actually like someone's actually looking into these things, which is very important in my opinion, because I think that nobody really thinks about this. But imagine how much corruption is there. I'm not saying like he's perfect too, but I'm just saying like, hey, it's nice to have someone actually looking at all of these things, seeing where all of our money is going and stuff like that. So I do like that. But I mean, yeah, I guess, I don't know. I guess a lot of people hate Trump, and then they're associating Trump with Elon. So I think that's why it's like right off the bat, it's like, oh, Elon sucks, but whatever. But I don't care. Whatever. It just means that we can just buy all the DOGELON MARS, and it doesn't even matter because we know that eventually it's going to go back up. Can you chart Aventus? Yeah, I can chart Aventus. What happened with it? Oh, it's still okay. I mean, it's still like it's still holding this, establishing these levels. I like Aventus because it's just short market cap. It's a small market cap. Gearhead, what's up, man? Co-partner Moonboy BTC dominance to 72%. Damn. Damn. I'm a Moonboy too. I'm just brain rotting. Hey, Gearhead, I already told you. Look, like this is the game plan, right? So if this drops, fine, whatever. I was wrong, but if it doesn't drop below this area, then I think we're still solid. And there's no. I'm not like gonna change my idea. Like it's like if I'm down, then I lose all. If I'm wrong, then I'm losing all my money. And obviously, you guys can all decide and do what's best for you guys, right? But for me, I don't think it's over because I've experienced something like this last bull run where you ended up selling and you just like missed the entire run up. So that's what I'm scared of. And I don't want to make the same mistake because I refuse to believe we're not going to have alt season. But that's just me. Big G, can we take a look at Spell? Ooh, man, Spell got hit really hard. Yeah, damn. It's just crazy that, like, we got rejected at the 382 twice, and then we came all the way back down. So just remember, if you got rejected another time, like, just remember, we might come all the way back down. Roy's Army. Dogecoin, please? I just did Dogecoin. So yeah, we said Dogecoin 13 to 15, and then 19 to 22 is resistance. 30 cents would be resistance too. So if 11 cents doesn't hold, we had a nice little bounce yesterday. Yeah. So Nick, remember we always say that you are going to get a bounce. And it was a 236382 and then 618, exactly like what Dogecoin is, right? So we got to do that with PNG, which we can do. We can look at PNG too. So we'll take a look at all these coins. So like theoretically, that would have been your time to get out if you think that like it's not going to go any higher, right? But we'll take a look at PNG too. So damn, why'd you scare me? OXT got delisted from Burger King, dude. That's crazy. What if it did get delisted from like Coinbase? Yeah, that's I already told, like I sold half my position. Remember like months ago where I was really happy? Yeah, I already sold like half of it, so I still have like a little bit, well, half of it, but I still have some. But it's crazy that amount ended up just tanking and going back down to like 8 cents. Or is it at 7 cents now? I don't even. Why are you making me look, man? Yeah, dude. Yeah, all right. So anyway, I'm really happy that I took that money and ran. So it was pretty nice selling at like that 15 cent mark. So I'm pretty happy. And I was like, oh, should I buy back in? And I, no. I'm just gonna save my money. Wait until this stuff goes up, and then we'll just call it. Okay, so let's take a look at Aventus. Taking a look at Aventus on the live stream. So it's been a while since we've made an update video on Aventus. So we're not using that wick, but from the low to the high, I guess we might have last time, so I will go ahead and use it because, yeah, that is going to change it. So you can see we're over the 618 right now as support, and then on the shorter time frame, yeah, I guess on the shorter time frame we still have support arguably here at $1.74. Now, this does need to hold. If it doesn't, we're probably going to come back down to these lows at $1.33, and if that doesn't hold, then I would say the 786, right? Yeah, so your next area of support would be around 97 cents. And then if we don't come back up, I mean, we have been consolidating over this low. So we've established a floor over here. And we came down and tagged it. So, and we got a nice little bounce and almost tagged it again. So just keep in mind, you do have resistance at 225 to 310. Once that breaks, it should send you to 519. But if 519 doesn't break and if it comes up then we can come back down and still make a lower low and validate this downtrend that's forming. So again, breaking over 225, 310, and breaking over 518 are the next targets. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Mitch Gray, the YouTuber, said OXT can go to 6 cents. I don't even care. I'm not even like, I'm just like, either that money is lost or it's going to get me all of my money back and more. So like, whatever. Yeah, you're smart for putting the limit order. Even got DOGELON. Yeah, I know. I hit the 0.5. Yeah, I know. I'm super happy, dude. Are you kidding me? And I'm still just, I don't even want to buy back in because, yeah, it's like I sold it. It was at like 5. It was at 6.05, but it went higher, right? It went higher, so, you know. But I like as it was going higher, and I got notifications on my phone. I've been through this before. I was like I'm just not gonna worry because, you know, when you're in the moment, you're like, ooh, like what if it goes higher? I just put it away. I'm like, dude, I'm not touching it. I'm not looking at it. Like the other amount, like the 100 billion, if it's gonna do it, it's gonna do it with that. Like I'll be fine with that. And then it came all the way back down, and I still haven't. I don't even want to buy. Right? I'm just like, all right, like, I don't need. Like I'm too scared right now to put any more money in because I'm already in, and I've already like lost money, and I've made some of them, like I've made money back. So it's like, it's the best feeling. It's the best feeling to like have that and then just like, you know, and be fine with that. So I don't care. Like if it goes higher, it goes like, it's not going to make or break me. So it doesn't even matter. Do you think everything is pumping now? You're welcome, ASMR Far. You're welcome for that. I still have to pangolin spell token to look at, so I'll take a look at that for you guys. But LOL, everything is it all the same coin? What do you mean? The time is now. What are you asking? I'm not sure what you're asking. Dex wants GST. Ooh, GST is a gamble play, but it is not bad. Yeah, I can't believe it went all the way down. Did it make an all-time low? Yeah, it did. Almost. It's almost at its all-time low. Dude, GST is such a gamble play. This morning, I really thought we'd be doing well. They always find a way to tank the market. Wait, is Bitcoin going down? No. It's still at 81K. We're still fine. Yeah, the time is now. Let me know what you think. And yeah, hey, just FYI, guys, you have to have your sell limit orders in. Because if you don't, then, you know, when DOGELON Mars went up, it was like 5 a.m. my time. So make sure you guys have your sell orders in. Because if you don't, then you're going to have to, like, sit there all night and wait, like, and actually sell it manually. So, and if you don't do that, like, just pick a number that you're fine with. Obviously, like, you know, use the areas of resistance. So the reason why I did the 0.5, I could have gotten greedy at the 618, but I was just like, no, like, watch it comes to the 0.5. I had a sell order at the 618 too, but that didn't hit. And then I actually deleted this one because I think that, because I got greedy, because I was like, you know what, the next time I'm going to sell is going to be around 13. So I just put my order in at 12, just in case it pulls this off. And then it's all-time high, and then it's 402 right here. And again, you don't have to keep looking at it because you know your sell targets are in, so you don't have to worry about it. And if you're in, you're in, given that you pick a good coin and if it doesn't go to 0. Yeah, so let's take a look at Spell Token. Taking a look at Spell Token on the live stream. So unfortunately with Spell Token, we came all the way back down. So this is not good for Spell. I mean, you know, from the high to the low, the thing is that we've now been rejected twice at 382, came all the way back down both times. And then in terms of support, right now you can see we're on support, we're on live support at the 3054 mark. Okay, So we have support here. If this doesn't hold, then I do think that we are going to come back down and retest these lows, okay? And from there, that's kind of scary because then if that doesn't hold, then you're going to be making a lower low. So just keep that in mind too. Now, in the shorter time frame, again, the macro targets are still valid at 30.95 to 20.18, which has been the case since August 2023. On the shorter time frame, just remember that we can come back up to the 236.382 at 72 to 89, which are both still targets under 95, which means that it's still bearish territory. We can still come back to either of these levels and still be bearish and validated downtrend. So Spell Token has a lot of moving up to do because we're just bearish overall for Spell Token. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. This is all just my opinion. 3054 needs to break, needs to hold, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Yeah, Spell Token's also another gamble play. It's just crazy that it came all the way back down. So people that are buying now are actually buying cheaper than somebody that bought like, you know, a year ago, 2 years ago, right? Yeah, so like a year ago would have been like 1 cent. And then 2 years ago would have been like, yeah, 208. So it's like you made literally no money. All coins seem to move at the same pattern: Doge, Bit, Solo, Ethereum, Art, etc. Yeah, you know what? I was actually looking at that because, like, for example, here we'll use DOGELON as an example. So DOGELON on the monthly, it's down 36%. Okay, so remember that. Let's pick Moonwell, for example. Moonwell had a nice recovery, which we're gonna make a video on it, but it was down like 30%. Celestia, another coin, I guess this one's performing pretty good. So Cardano, yeah, Cardano is down 10%. So Cardano is also doing relatively good. Yeah, this is down 8%. Maniki, yeah, Maniki is down 36%. Velodrome is down 30%. LCX is down 15%. So like, let me look at a Dogecoin, see if Dogecoin's down. Like, yeah, so Dogecoin's down 34%. So like in relative to like the markets, so if they're in the same like market, like meme coin, let's just check let's just check just to see all the meme coins, right? So like SHIBA INU, I wonder if SHIBA INU is also down 30%. Yeah, so SHIBA INU is down 23%. Pepe, so got Pepe. Yeah, so Pepe is down 30%. So yeah, I mean, I think they all, so that's why it's like, you know, when I look at DOGELON Mars and people are like, oh my God, DOGELON Mars is going to zero, but whatever. I'm like, yeah, but like you saying that, it's just like saying Dogecoin is going to zero. It's saying like all these other meme coins, Pepe is going to zero. They're all moving the same, you know, like Bonk even. Yeah, Bonk's down 40% from last month. So it looks very like similar in terms of that. So just keep that in mind. It looks very similar. So if you feel bad that your coin's going to zero, just look at like the other coins that are relatively in the same market. So like for DOGELON Mars, for me, it's like memes. And then, you know, you can see most coins are down 23 to 40%. So I hope that made sense. Rayhan, how are you? Let me know what you want me to look at for you because you're off of work now probably and it's very early for you. Charts look very similar. Yes, that is true. Thanks for the content. Thoughts on Arc Block? Whoa. Thoughts on Arc, are they coming out? I don't care about the news because that, I mean, if it's good news, that could like send the coin going to the moon, right? Oh, like Arc Block just signed a contract with Google, right? So yeah, let's take a look at Arc Block. The Arc Block actually had a really bad dip. Okay, let's look at Pangolin and we're going to look at Pangolin, GST, and then Arc Block. Taking a look at PNG on the live stream. So we had a nice move up, but just keep in mind exactly what we said last time. I mean, we did get a nice move up from the 0.5 here at 11 cents. And I think that is also support, right? Yeah, so Yeah, so it didn't really quite come down to support at 9 cents 70, but we did bounce from the 0.5 from the high to the low. So far so good with PNG. Now keep in mind that we had a nice bounce, right? But like we always do, you want to take your fib from the high to the low here, and we have resistance at 15 to 19 and then 27 cents, which means that we can come back up to these levels and still be bearish. So keep in mind for PNG, if it does come back up to 15 to 19, that's resistance. If it comes back up to 27, that's still resistance too, and we can still come back down and make a lower low and validate this downtrend that we're forming. So just keep that in mind too. And then once we break 27 cents, then we could say trend reversal and PNG to the moon. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. They added DOGELON to Coinbase. What the hell is it? Like, Coinbase is adding all this crap and not DOGELON Mars? I'm disappointed. You gotta be kidding me. What the hell? What the heck is this? Like, what is this? Bro, what am I looking at? What? No, they didn't add it for Coinbase. I don't see it on Coinbase, hello. Yeah, I don't see this on Coinbase. Yeah, I don't see it. Let's take a look at GST and then ArcBlock. Taking a look at GST, Green Satoshi Token. First of all, it's only 10% off of its all-time low. So that's pretty crazy on its own. Now, we came all the way back down to this low. Keep in mind, the reason why the chart looks like this is because if you go here and if you hit market cap, you can see that they diluted GST. So now, although it's fully diluted, you can see the market cap is relatively based, but the price has tanked. And again, it's because they diluted the market. So that's why you have this big dip and this big drop, in case you guys wanted to know. Now, from the high to the low, nothing has changed from the last time that we looked at GST. Bearish under 4 cents 20 and then bullish over 12 cents. We did previously come up here and then get rejected and come all the way back down. Now, we are creeping up on the all-time lows. There is no more support. So 208 absolutely needs to hold. If it doesn't, we're going to be making a lower low. Now, on the shorter time frame for GST, keep in mind that it can still come back up to 1 cent 10 to 1 cent 30, and then 1 cent 80, and those are all key levels of resistance. So again, it could theoretically come back up and get rejected and come back down, or come back up to the 618 retracement and then come back down. Those levels need to break, and once that breaks, then we can argue for a trend reversal, and then the 2 through 6 would be the target at 4 cents 20, and then retesting the 382 second time. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Taking a look at ArcBlock on the live stream. Yeah, so ArcBlock actually broke major areas of support, I think. Yeah, so it did. So on the macro time frame, the next area of support for ArcBlock is going to be 54 cents. So we broke below 90 cents, right? Now, keep in mind that it can come back up to 89 to $1 and still be bearish and make a lower high. So the price to beat for ArcBlock would be getting over 90 to $1.06 and the 618 retracement. Once we get over that, it should send you $1.37. Now, if it doesn't break that again, you'd be validating this, making a lower low, which will validate this this downtrend that we're forming. So again, it absolutely needs to break over and stay over those levels. Otherwise, we are going to be in, I guess it would be like that, right? Yeah, we're going to be validating a downtrend. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Okay, so I did Dogecoin, DOGELON. Got 12 bogeys in the chat. Let's go. You're welcome, Nick. Baby pumps are coming. Probably to like fake everyone out. Yeah, but did Coinbase say that they added it? Because yeah, sure, in their roadmap, I could make a coin, and in my roadmap, I could just say, hey, yeah, I'm going to be listed on Binance and Coinbase. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen. They're probably like just making people think that they're going to be listed on Coinbase, and then that's why you saw the price pump, and then they're going to rug everyone. Imagine. That would be horrible. Taking a look at DIA on the live stream. So yeah, with DIA, I mean, on the shorter time frame, it looks like we held support at 36 cents, and then on the macro time frame, yeah, that's it. So on the macro time frame, 30 cents would be the next area of support. And then on the macro time frame for Celestia, nothing's bullish until we break 73 cents, and then bearish under 45 cents, which we're bearish right now. On the shorter time frame, just keep in mind, it can't come back up to 47 to 57 cents. Once you break that, it should send you to 79 cents. Now, if it doesn't break 79 cents, that is a 618 retracement, probably going to come back down, make a lower low, and validate a downtrend. So it does need to break these key levels of resistance. And yeah, that's pretty much it. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. What did I say? Celestia? I meant DIA. Taking a look at Celestia on the live stream. Yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, I mean, technically it's over $3.20. But you have a massive downtrend right now. You're in a massive downtrend. So on the macro time frame, given that it's bottomed, bearish under $3.91, bullish over 541. And then in terms of shorter time frame support, I mean, arguably it needs to stay over 285. Otherwise, you are coming back down and making a lower low. 285 would validate an uptrend for me. So. With that being said, it can still come back up to 322 to 394, and then that should send you back up to 547. However, you can see that theoretically, if it does do that, we can still get rejected at that area of resistance and make a lower low. So we do need to beat 547 in the short time frame. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. What's up, Kat? Hope you're doing well. Just waiting for a bounce. Yeah, same here. Well, actually, I'm not waiting for a bounce. I'm waiting for alt season. Let's see. Yeah, I'm waiting for alt season. I don't think I ever seen a roadmap coin not listed. At least not recently. Crypto TCU is in the house. Let's go. What's up, the Crypto Undead? How are you? I just finished my live. I know I saw you live. Here for support. Let's go. I love your lives. Dude, I love your lives. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. We're just looking at some coins. We're looking at Bitcoin, giving you guys my opinion on why I don't think it's over. I think that Bitcoin's over if we break below this box, and we're gonna get something like this where we break below it, get a nice little rally that we always do, and then basically consolidate, break down, and then the next bull run's going to start. Now, I don't think that's going to necessarily happen, because I don't think it's on. I think we still have a shot at alt season, because we are over these levels still. So that's just my opinion. I mean, our fear and greed is in 18 now. It's an extreme fear. right? Let's see. Yeah, so we're in extreme fear. You know, these are all indicators that we've bottomed, in my opinion. You know, the alt season indicator here is clearly Bitcoin season. So obviously it's just gonna, you know, it's just a matter of time before it's just like any other chart. It's gonna go back up. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Everything will pump for 2 hours, dip for 4 hours, then explode for a bit. Not financial advice. I hope so. I hope DOGELON Mars pumps. That would be nice. Look at OXC BTC pair. Oh man, why do you have to do that to me? Oh, why do you don't think I know that? You don't think I know this? Oh, this is brutal. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna look at how you're gonna lose value and lose money at the same time. Yeah, you're gonna lose your money and you're gonna lose your valuation, the value of your money. How do I say this? Because you're not only losing against BTC pairing, but you're also losing money anyway, and you're losing money to inflation. So it's like a trifecta here. Yeah. So taking a look at what your coin shouldn't look like. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the infamous BTC OXT pair. Ouch. How brutal is that? Oh man. This is not good. Now, arguably, we could break out soon. I mean, as long as we establish a floor and break out, then you're gonna get consolidation, and then actually we're gonna actually have an OXT bull run. But yeah, if this thing is cooked, then it's just gonna keep making lower lows, and it's just gonna keep doing that. So that's brutal. Yeah, I don't want to look at it anymore. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for that coin. Screw that coin, guys. Don't, what the heck was that? Taking a look at XYO on the live stream. Let's take a look at XYO. Yeah, so XYO is actually performing relatively well. We are stuck at the 382 right now, so as long as we stay over 1 cent, which is what it's at right now, it's still macro bullish. And then again, macro targets 1 cent 50, 2 cents 20, 1 cent, 4 cents are all in play. On the shorter time frame, just keep in mind it does need to break over 1 cent 20 to 1 cent 60. That should send you back up to 2 cents 30. And once that breaks, I'd say XYO to the moon. Now, in terms of support for XYO on the macro time frame, you could see, yeah, so the next area of support is 208, which does put you below the 382 on the macro time frame. So again, that's just the next area of support. And with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. John, what's up? Thanks for the great work as always, bro. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. Always wishful thinking. Yes, always. You know what? Because I mean, like you know, life is too short. You don't need to, like, what's like, we're all trying to make it, right? We're all trying to get rich. So, it's like, you know, is $10,000 really gonna like make or break me if I have the opportunity to make like, you know, $200,000-$300,000 off that? I mean, that's clearly it happens, and that's why we're all here. Cookie DAO. Oh yeah, I forgot that. I forgot to do an update on that. Yeah, we'll take a look at Cookie. ASM. Yeah, I'll take a look at ASM. Oh, ASM had a nice move up. It needs to keep it though. It looks like a liquidity wick. That looks worse than death at a funeral. I know. It looks like you're not even like going straight into the ground. You're going sideways into the ground. Like they're lowering your. It looks like they're lowering your casket at an angle instead of like flat. You're like this. So not only are you dead, but you're also uncomfortable because your whole body's crushing your head. Yeah, I know, it looks really bad. All right, let's start looking Cookie DAO. Taking a look at Cookie DAO, making an update video on the live stream. So it just got listed on Coinbase, so congratulations to all the people that bought in early, obviously. On the macro time frame, I mean, we have support at 12 cents 80, which we didn't really quite come down to. Now, it does look like it's still over this previous low. So we do have support here. What you don't want to see is basically making lower lows and validating a downtrend. Now, keep in mind that on the shorter time, or actually on the macro time frame, because it made an all-time high technically, 21 cents to 27 cents needs to break. This is resistance, and then once that breaks, it should send you back up to 42 cents. And from there, if we don't break that, then we're going to come back down. But if we break that previous high and then all-time highs are in play. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Taking a look at ASM on the live stream. So yeah, we had a nice move up, but again, you really have to pay attention to these levels. And this is exactly why we do this, because from the high to the low on the shorter time frame, we have resistance here, right? So some coins, they come out, they have these like liquidity wicks, and we had one and we got stuck at around 2 cents 90 to 3 cents 60, and then we basically got smacked back down. At any point, once we break this, given that we're still holding this previous low, it should send you back up to 4 cents 80, and once that breaks, I'd say the bull run continues for ASM. But if we can't break that, then we're going to come back down to the lows. As simple as that. Now, from the high to the low, we are still over the 236, so we are in macro resistance. And then in terms of support, yeah, the next area of support is 1 cent 80. Sorry, the next area of support is 2.5 cents and then 1 cent 80 for ASM. I know that's a lot of information, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Not financial advice. It's just my opinion, and thank you. Do you think lunar eclipse will do anything tonight? Yeah, I think we're actually all just going to get fried tonight. Do we have tinfoil? Let me go put on my tinfoil. No, I don't think I don't think the tidal waves. I don't think the alien signals from Mars are from Jupiter's freaking 23 moons, or however many moons Jupiter's has anything to do with the charts. I think that we buy these coins and we see them going up, and we sell them and we see them going down. I don't think the moon has anything to do with it. Now, if I had infinite amount of money, and if Bitcoin was going down and nuking, I would just buy DOGELON MARS, and DOGELON MARS would be that one coin that's going to go up. And it's redundant because no matter how much selling, I have infinite money, so I'm just buying it all and I'm pumping every bag. So I don't think the moon has anything to do with it. I really don't. Why are you so redundant? What does that mean? Why am I so redundant? We pumping, baby. Wait, what do you mean the time is now? Because like, why are you so redundant? I'm trying to see what that means. Like, I know what redundant means, but I'm trying to see what you're talking about. Eclipse bearish if you believe in that sort of thing. Yeah. I mean, look, we have an eclipse tomorrow and we're going up. Bitcoin's at 81K. Let's go. Bitcoin's literally like going up right now. Oh, not financial advice? Because I have to say that. Because I don't want to get like, you have to say that. Like, because if people, if anybody ever says, hey, crypto meow analysis made me buy DOGELON Mars and it goes to 0, I'd be like, hey, screw you, I lost my money too, and I never told you. And you know what? Yeah, go ahead and buy DOGELON Mars. It's not financial advice. No, but I don't know. It's just good to say, you know, just in case. I don't even feel like I need to say it, but I think I see other YouTubers say it, so that's just something that I adopted. And on my channel, yeah, I think you're right. I think I don't need to say it, but it's just so programmed in my brain that I actually say it now. I feel like Pangolin is doing a lot better than other coins despite the downtrend. Yeah, also keep in mind that Pangolin did like a 50x. Yeah, dude, like Pangolin, you just, again, keep in mind, look at this. Dude, you guys were the true winners. If you actually search PNG, search Pangolin on my channel, and we were talking about it at 1 cent. You'll see we were talking about it at 1 cent. Yep. So this thing went from like you know, let's not even count this low. I was here when that big whale sold and it took it down to like 209 and I still didn't buy. Oh my god. Yeah, so Pangolin went up 46x. So Pangolin's doing very good. And it's not even alt season. Like like we'll just wait until we get alt season. Pangolin's probably going to be at like $1. What was it? Finally, it's going to hit the $1.13, the 786. Are you a bot? Stop saying it every 5. Are you a bot? Damn, just coming at me. Hopefully PNG bull run's not over. Yeah, I don't think it's over. Okay, let's see. Hold on, I gotta make sure I don't say it's not financial advice, but I'm gonna have to say it because I'm programmed. I'm programmed to say it. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to mute that part. The time is now. But yeah, that's just like what happens when you make like a ton of videos, and that's like what you say. Taking a look at Cardano on the live stream. So making an update video. This was requested. So Cardano is holding up relatively well compared to some other coins like my coins. So we're so macro bullish because we're over 63 cents. As of right now, the next target is 85 cents. We have support on the macro time frame. Let's see. I mean, technically, yeah, we're over 68 cents, which is also the 382. So we are holding both levels, which means that Cardano's holding up relatively well. Again, compared to obviously all the other coins out there. Now, just keep in mind. Yeah, keep in mind we do still have resistance at 74 cents. Once we break that, it should send us to 93 cents. We need to break 93 cents, otherwise we are going to be making a lower high and validating a downtrend that's forming. Once 93 cents breaks, it should send us back to this peak, and then it should send us flying. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I gotta milk it for the ad revenue. You see that? I gotta keep talking so that people listen to the video for this long, and then I get more money. I get more pennies. So that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. You see what I did there? You see that? Now that probably got me an extra like 10 cents. You have to say thanks for the financial advice, humanoid. Bitcoin to 82K, Ethereum to 1900, Solana 130, Doge to 17. You have to say not financial advice because you're not a financial advisor. That is correct. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm cryptomeoanalysis. Coming at you with cat videos. The same as lawyers can't give you direct legal advice on TV. Wait, hold on. There's someone outside my place. Watch, it's like I get like robbed. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna get robbed. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, weird. Just a guy parked there. Okay. Let's look at Meow to the Moon. Yeah, seriously, here. You guys want to here, let's see what my cat has to say. Hey, do you think Bitcoin's going to the to 82,000? Oh my gosh. Yep. That's what she thinks. See, she thinks that it's going to so it wasn't me, it was my cat. Okay. All right, give me a second. I accidentally clicked off of my chat. There we go. Okay. Dude, the time is now is outside your house. I know, seriously, right? Like, what the heck? No, it's like they're doing like construction, so yeah, he's outside my house with a gun, dude. He wants to rob me from my OXT. Bro, you could have my OXT. I don't even want it. It ain't even worth it. No, that's awesome though. Like, imagine like one day I'm walking and someone's like, yeah, he's like outside. He's like, you better freaking buy. You better buy. No, imagine walking and like seeing someone and they're like, oh my gosh, your crypto analysis. I'd be like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I have a lot of like twin brothers. Taking a look at LCX on the live stream. So yeah, let's take a look at LCX. LCX is doing very well too. Man, some of these coins are doing really good, but I think it's just because I'm not holding strong coins right now. But anyway, yeah, we're over the 0.5. This is very bullish. We're maintaining structure as of right now. 18 cents is in play. It looks like you're once that breaks, you're going to retest the 786 at 30 cents. And then once that breaks, previous all-time high, and then new all-time highs once we go into price discovery, up to $3.62. And then I think we're still holding support, right? No, we're not. So we have support at 11 cents, 12 cents 40, and 11 cents. So 11 cents to 12 cents 40, absolutely need to hold, and then you'd still be maintaining this uptrend anyway. So yeah, with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. I'm max hopium. We're going up 150. It's not over. I keep telling, like, guys, like, very simple. Like, you know, I'm in Vision's chat, like, always saying, oh, it's not over, it's not over. This is literally what I think. If it's over, then it's over, right? Like, well, obviously, if it's over, it's over. But if we break below 74 to 79,000, I'll be in there and I'll be like, hey, y'all are about to lose all your money because we're going to zero. Very simple. Very simple. 74 to 79. If once that breaks, I think it's done. I think we're going down. I think we're going to get one nice recovery bounce, and it's going to give us the chance to like get out, and it's going to trap a lot of people thinking that it's still a bull run, and then and the bear market's going to start and we're going to go down. Very simple. And I'm not going to change my gameplay. As long as we're over this box, I'm holding. If we break below it, then I have to figure out what I want to do at that point. I don't know. Draw lines, draw the parallel lines and see where the falling wedge goes. With beans and rice, you're the dude with glasses and a cat. Yup. Exactly. Hold on. Give me a second. They're like talking on like radios out there. If we go to 70s, everyone kind of lost everything already. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but like I've already lost everything too. So I would theoretically, like, what else am I gonna lose? The very few, like the rest of my already obliterated. Like, think about it. And I actually managed to buy lows, and I'm still down. Like I ended up buying the lows on DOGELON Mars, and I'm still down. You know, I didn't buy the dips. I didn't buy the pumps. I never bought the pumps, and I always say that. And then with OXC, like OXC, I'm still in, but look, like I already lost everything. It's already all the way back down. It's only 55% up from its lows, and I didn't buy here. I stopped buying at like 6 to 7 cents. So, you know what I mean? Like it's like whatever. You know, what is this going to actually go back down to these lows? Well, I already held it during the time that it was at that lows, so it doesn't even matter at this point. I love when Vision says manage your risk, manage what, fool Michael? Yeah, why manage what? You should have said, yeah, I know, Vision, bro. You should have said that like last month when we had the chance to sell. Now it's like my portfolio is obliterated, dude. Like what? Manage risk? What, you want me to sell the low? You want me to sell when it's like at extreme fear, 18% extreme fear? What? I'm not gonna sell. I'm just gonna hold. Especially like if I held, and if I went back to Vision's chat and say, hey, I sold OXT, if he actually like takes a second to think about it, he'd be like, you held this entire way down, and you had the opportunity to sell everything at these tops, and then you sold it all the way when it's probably going to get some sort of reversal. He'd think I'm dumb. I don't know, maybe. He'd think I'm like stupid. He'd be like, you're dumb. Probably won't say it, but that's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hold it. Fair enough. That would validate the downtrend on the monthly. Yeah, I think that's fair, you know? And we'll see, you know, if it just depends. Like if we go down and DOGELON Mars is still at like 11, 12, that'll be the best case scenario, because at that point it's like, I might as well hold it. And if it's not, then all my money's gone anyway. If it's obliterated, it's gone. Poof, disappeared. So, okay. Let's see. Taking a look at Velodrome Finance on the live stream. So, yeah, with Velodrome Finance, I mean, we came all the way back down. Let's see if we're over the 786. No, we're not. We're trying to get back over it, but if we don't, then we really don't know where the low is. We really don't know how low it's going to go. The next area that it absolutely needs to stay over is around 3 cents, so this previous low. Now, keep in mind, it can come back up to 7 cents, 30, and 10 cents and still be bearish. If we break that, it should take us back to 18 cents. And that is the next major area of resistance. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Hey, say something like, my man, God bless your soul. Oh, he'd say something like, yeah, my man, God bless your soul. Yeah, but my man, God bless your soul. That's funny. Velodrome downside price discovery. Yeah, so the problem with Velodrome is I think they're also releasing coins, right? And again, it's super, yeah, so the problem is, like, look at Velodrome, right? So Velodrome is like going sideways in terms of price, but the market cap, like, they're just now releasing coins in April 2024. So even though, you know, you had price action here, you really didn't have, you know, the price here. When they released, the second they released, so they actually started releasing coins on the top on the day that it topped. So at 35 cents on March 28th, I guess April 23rd is when they released. So let me see. Yeah, so they released at 19 cents. Yeah, so the price topped and then they released coins, and then that's why it's going down. So just be careful with Velodrome Finance. Maniki, that's another big one. Taking a look at Maniki on the live stream, I can't believe this coin actually went back down I mean, this coin had crazy liquidity locked though. So I don't know how, like, it's super scary to me that, yeah, like a coin like Maneki, for example, look at this, like it has $5.3 million of locked liquidity and the market cap is 10 million, right? So the audit, no issues, not mintable, not freezable, it's green check marked. So it's just crazy to me that these coins are down. Like Maneki's down so much. Like if you put $1,000 in Maneki right now and it goes back up to the high, that's like 23 grand. Now from the high to the low with Maneki, nothing's bullish until we break 2 zeros 35, bearish under 2 zeros 22, and if we can't hold this low, we're just going to basically fall into the abyss, into the shadow realm. Now yeah, that's pretty much it with Maneki, but it's just amazing that like the locked liquidity to market cap ratio is so good, yet the price is all the way down here. So obviously gamble play, good luck. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Another coin like Jesus Coin, dude. Like what the hell happened to Jesus Coin? Bro, oh, oops. Yeah, like that's crazy. Yeah, we're sitting on the macro 382. So if this breaks, we're going to 7 zeros 11. So that's like another. I was looking at this because I was thinking about buying it, but then I was like, hey, don't put any money in. Like I've managed to like not put any money in, so I'm trying to be good. So don't do it. I don't even I don't even have Uniswap on my phone. I deleted it because it was just so complicated to use. And then you have to send Ethereum, and then what if you don't have the Ethereum fees? No, thank you. Taking a look at Messier M87 on the live stream. So this looks like it's doing relatively good. Yeah, it is. So I don't know what kind of wick. I don't know what kind of wick that was, but if whoever would manage to buy that, if that was even an option, congratulations. Yeah, so we have support here at the 0.5. It looks like every single time we've came down here, we did get some sort of nice bounce. Now, we also didn't ever close below this. We just wicked below it. So, what is it? 4049, very strong level of support. Yeah, and it needs to absolutely hold. Keep in mind for Messier, I mean, I guess I can't do that, right? So we'll just do this. Bearish under 4068, and then bullish over 4079. Once that breaks, it should send you to 301. And then if we manage to get over those levels, then previous high and then all-time highs are in play. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, M80, yeah, I think someone, it might have been you, but you know how like on my Instagram and X, I'm like, hey, give me your update videos, and then people comment. I don't know if it's you, but someone asked for Messier. So I that's what these coins are. That's what like these update videos are for. So whenever I post that, like, oh, like it's under shorts, and then it's on my Instagram and also on X. I always like say, hey, you know, live or not live stream, but update videos where we post at 5 p.m. Tell me what coins you want. People always comment on those, and that's what these coins are. So I look at your guys' coins, and then I also look at those coins that they asked. Yeah. So as long as you ask, I'm gonna look at it. So as long as like you ask, I'm gonna look at it. Oh, I don't know why I said that twice. But yeah, so as long as someone asks or you ask for it or whatever coin you like type, I'll take a look at it. So, and not a lot of people utilize that. Not a lot. Like again, this time, today I did it, and there was all these videos. Like what is it? Like 15. So it was like 15 videos, 15 coin videos. So it wasn't that many. I'm just thinking about like maybe like one day I'll get like big enough where it's like, you know, I'll get to like 20,000, 30,000 subscribers, and then like 50 people ask for coins. It's like, ooh, like that is gonna definitely be interesting how I'm gonna manage that, but I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I could definitely manage 15, 20, even 30 coin requests. So anyway, with that being said, taking a look at Moonwell, on the live stream. Yeah, so Moonwell, it does look like it's getting some sort of bounce. And then just keep in mind, I think we bounced from, yeah, we got a nice little bounce from the 786 at 1 cent 67. So that is still valid. Now, keep in mind that with Moonwell, it actually came up and smacked against resistance at 2 cents 40. We do have resistance at 2 cents 40 to 3 cents 30, 3 cents 23. Once we break this area of resistance, and if we don't get stuck at it, I'd say a little to no resistance to 5 cents 25, and then once that breaks to the moon. Now, keep in mind, it can come back up here and get rejected and make a lower low, and then again, you'd be validating this downtrend that's forming. So it does need to break these levels. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Jam, Bobby Bob, Jam, damn. Did you know, like, I actually was about to buy GeoJam, and then they delisted it on Gemini? Yeah, true story. So this thing's being, like, delisted on everything. So it got delisted on Uphold. It got delisted on Gemini. Just keep in mind that, again, the market cap, you could see that they release coins. So although it's 99.80% down, if you click market cap, you could see that it's staying like relatively the same market cap, and it is a low market cap, okay? And the reason why is because they've distributed, they've diluted the market and distributed the circulation into the supply into the circulation. So yeah, so just keep in mind, again, I mean, if you want me to look at this for you, which you clearly do, be careful. There's really no, there's really no TA on this. Because we are, I don't even know why I went down that low. I don't think this is the right graph. There we go. Yeah, this is the right graph. So, yeah, just be careful with this coin because, you know, this looks like it's dead, right? No volume. There's little trading happening. I mean, what is the volume? Yeah, it's 18,000 volume, and it's up 84%, so that's not even the normal, right? So from the high to the low, it's bearish under 308, which I think is an 800% on its own. Okay, like 700% from the current price. Bullish over 2033. And then if, you know, this might do something like what UP did. Do you guys remember this coin? This was listed on Coinbase, and then they pulled the plug. So it just literally went to zero. I don't know if you guys remember this. I like animals, so I would, of course, like this coin, but I never ended up buying it. And the reason why is because the guy from Jordan Belfort, I don't know if you guys know this, but true story, he went on a podcast and he talked about UPI, and they gave him like $2 million worth. It got listed on Coinbase. I watched that podcast or that interview. And then I was like, ooh, I don't know if I trust that. And I didn't buy it, and it got delisted and went to zero. But anyway, yeah, that's what I think about Jam. So just be careful. Be careful with GeoJam. So 18K volume, yeah. Yeah, so that's funny, 18K market cap. Yeah, so this has more volume almost than the other one. Yeah, this has more volume than GeoJam, which is crazy. Snek is still bullish right now. Thanks. Yeah, I'll take a look at Snek. Oh, I'll make a video for flip coins. I hope he's doing okay. Mary, please. Mary. Can you elaborate on that, Demon? In the meantime, taking a look at Snek on the live stream. So, let's see if it's still macro bull. Oh yeah, it's still macro bullish. Yeah, so we have, again, 2018 is that target, but on the shorter time frame, yeah, 23 is still valid. Yeah, so Snek is still bullish. I mean, again, we have long ways to fall before it has an opportunity, before it potentially can go bearish. But I mean, you're already down 73. You already went down 73%. Just remember that this last one was 76%, and then this last one was 91% before it went to the moon. So I always say that. I always like emphasize that. So again, we have a long ways to go. We are keeping key areas. Keep in mind that if this is the bottom, it does need to break over these levels. So you have resistance here at 203. Sorry, 35 to 2043. And then once that breaks, little to no resistance to 2058. And then once that breaks and we don't top here, you're looking at previous highs and then all-time highs in place. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Can you do Trump? It's been a while. Which Trump? You mean like official Trump? Donald Trump. Yeah, I'll take. I mean, I'm assuming it's official Trump, but yeah. Yeah, most of these coins on Ethereum are dead. Sucks. I lost a lot on HMKR. What is that? HMKR. What the heck is this? Bro, what? Oh no. Yeah, this looks cooked. I mean, this is like a huge gamble. Little volume. Good luck liquidity, but good luck with this. Mystery Mary from Kronos. There we go. There we go. Okay, so thank you for that. Yeah, so we could take a look at this. Oh, this is yeah, this is not bad. Let's see. I'm taking a look at Mystery Mary. Yeah, so we're bullish over. Yeah, I mean we held support here at 401, and then so keep in mind. Yeah, did we do a no? We did a 786 retracement. So we need to get back over 4029 and then previous high and then all-time highs in play. Once that breaks, again, obviously this is a gamble play, and you probably already know that. But let me see. Damn. So yeah, next area of support would be 4016. Yeah, so next area of support is like 40169. And once we break this previous peak, which is the 786, yeah, once we break that, then you're looking at 3035, which as of today is around a, let's just say a 20x for easy math. So you're looking at 160 million market cap. Again, this is a gamble play, so and you probably already know that. So be careful with it. Yeah, Aloe, you gotta tell me, is it official Trump? Can I look at Moonwell? I actually just did Moonwell. I'm gonna be posting a video on it. So it's gonna be up on the channel after the live stream, which I think I'm gonna call it soon. So yeah, that's, yeah, good luck with HMKR. I mean, at this point, you might as well just hold. What's going on with Billy? Damn, it's just dying. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to completely remove everything. Yeah, damn, that sucks. What about used car? I don't want to make these videos because I don't want, yeah, it made a lower low, so we got to actually remove this too. Because I don't want flip coins to like look at it and get sad that the coins are going down, you know? So I'm not going to look at it. But if it starts going up and if he starts coming back to the live streams, obviously, I mean, obviously, regardless, I'll still look at them. But yeah, I mean, like, what am I supposed to say? Like, hey, if this is the low, then we're going back up. The problem is that for both Billy and for used car, it wasn't the low. So it's like, oh yeah, if this holds, but like every single time I've said that to him, it went down. You and Vision literally think the same way. Yeah, he's my long lost brother, dude. How do you not know that? That's my brother. Nah, I'm just joking. That's pretty funny. Hey, he said he was gonna go live again. So, wait, is he live? No, he's not live. He's probably in his room drinking a bunch of diet soda, some Diet Coke. Let me go get some Diet Coke. Just got my water. Yeah, he's in his room right now. He's like, you know how he's like, oh, I didn't even look at my phone today, but like really, like he's like in his bed right now. He's like, oh my, he's like, he has his Huddle app open. And he has like just like 5 bottles of like Diet Coke like on his dresser, and like he has like bottles everywhere. Like you walk into his room and like you can't walk anywhere because like there's just a bunch of Diet Coke bottles and cans all over the ground. And all over his, like, when he wants to go to bed, he has to do something like this to get all the, like, Coke cans out of his bed. Oh, man, I'm just kidding. That's so funny. No, but hey, seriously, that's, like, I keep saying, hey, man, that's, I mean, people can do whatever. He doesn't even know me. Like, but I always tell my friend that, too. One of my friends, he thinks like that, too. Like he drinks diet soda and he's like, yeah, I drink, like, you know, he literally drinks Diet Coke and diet soda, and I'm like I say the same thing to him, but they don't listen. He doesn't listen. So I highly doubt like some person that I don't even know, like, and it's not my place to, like, I'm never gonna, like, you know, people probably don't like that, you know, but it's coming from a good place, because it's like, it's just going to cause complications like in the future. And I really believe that, because, and it's so important. Like, to me, it's like so important, like, because, you know, your body's like so important. And if you don't take care of it, it's like, what, like all this, like all like YouTube and working and trying to make money and stuff. Like if you get like that death sentence like thing tomorrow, where you go to the doctor and you're just like, hey, you have like cancer, or oh, hey, you have like, you're gonna die or whatever, then all of it is like for nothing, you know? So it's like, you know, your eating and all that stuff is so important, and just like taking care of your body. And that's like what I believe in. But yeah, so let's take a look at official Trump. I want to go background, but it's tough. Yeah, I'm going down with the ship. Same here at this point. Carrots. Yeah, I can take a look at carrots. You think tomorrow the bear market will start if the red moon happens in a No, I don't know. I have no idea, Demon. I don't even believe that. I don't believe in like the moon cycle and stuff like that. I really don't. Diet soda plus crypto equals grave early. Yeah. Yep. I believe that. It's like, just drink water. Just drink like LaCroix, or like, you know, sparkling water. You know, a lot of people I know, it's like, you know, you like the bubbles, right? So it's like, imagine if you just drink like a bubbly drink, like, but it's like water and not so much like soda. But whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, let's take a look at taking a look at official Trump on the live stream. So yeah, I mean, one of my first videos on this, we actually made a video on this when it first came out. First of all, I think it's crazy that this coin came out at like a $13-14 billion valuation, and we mentioned that too. So I don't even know at what point it would be good to buy. I don't know if I would ever buy this coin. Probably not, but it's just my opinion. Now, taking a look at TA, in terms of like any sort of areas of reversal and whatnot. Yeah, so it looks like it's just forming some sort of downtrend right now. And then in terms of support, resistance, you have resistance at the $15 and $21 mark. So bearish under $15, and then bullish over $21. And then if we don't establish a floor, then we're just going to keep making lower lows. Also keep in mind that we can come back up to these levels and still come back down, and then we'd still be validating a forming downtrend. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Both times you got the wrong coins. Wait, what do you mean? Carrots? Oh, karate? Karate? What is that? I'm sorry, karate. This? I believe yeah, because maybe it like sucked all the liquidity. Maybe it sucked everyone's money and then they just dumped and they just took and then like everyone that would have bought all the other coins like just didn't buy it. You know how much money people lost in Trump coin? Like buying $70, $60, $50 coin for what? Like you're buying a coin at like $10 billion valuation for what? It's just it's insane. It's unfortunate. I'm assuming this is the right one, Bobby. Karate. But let me know, because I don't want to get the wrong coin again. Wow, what is this? If this is the right coin, then good luck, because it looks like it's going to zero, but I'll take a look at it for you. In the meantime, let's take a look at Ethereum. Taking a look at Ethereum on the live stream. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of the macro time frame for Ethereum, yeah, so we have the next area of support at 1,589, and it looks like we did break below this area at 1913. So we don't necessarily know how low it's going to go. And let's see. Now, if this is the bottom, just keep in mind it can come back up and rally up to 2,400 and basically get smacked down, and 1,500 would be in play. And then once we break around $3,000, then I'd say to the moon, 7 to, what was it, like 14K is in play. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Someone that I know put $3,000, now has $500, so his waiting until he gets, oh no. And the problem is, like, what people don't understand about tokenomics is that, check this out, guys. So it's cool that guys and girls, I don't know if, you know, anyway, so yeah, so with the tokenomics, why doesn't it have it here? Damn it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so for the tokenomics, they released 200 million, right? So the total release is 200 million. So your friend is waiting for, and we're gonna, and I'm not trying to like be mean, but this has happened to me, and it's just, it's funny. It's not funny, but we're gonna, like, in a year from now, Demon, we're gonna look back and we're gonna say, hey, look, like, we called it. Like, this coin's never gonna go back up to $11, because, like, let's make a, like, let's like lock in this moment, right, where it's like, you know, it's at $11, but for us that we know a crypto a little bit more, they're releasing coins throughout the presidency. Okay, so there's a distribution. There's literally, like, on their website, there's a distribution schedule. So what that's going to do is it's going to pop up the market cap. It's going to increase the selling pressure, and then you're going to get the same market cap, and the price is going to be like 30-20% less. So you know, it's anything can happen. You know, it might go back up. We might get a giant relief rally, and hopefully he can get out, but I'm just calling it now that might not happen, and we actually might not go even back up to $11 in the future. So tell him to definitely be careful, and tell him to definitely look at the tokenomics next time, because that's what happened with me in OXT. So in case you guys didn't know, which I always talk about, that's what they did with OXT. So you see how the price is, like, going down? Well, unfortunately, they released coins the entire way, and I didn't know that, because back here, you know, it was 2019 when it came out. Yeah, it came out in 2019, December. And I had no idea what that meant. I just saw a coin with like 5 million market cap, right? Or whatever, 10 million market cap. And I was like, ooh, this is a good coin. And, you know, I got trapped in. So, and again, the price never really went back up to 31 cents. So I'm still waiting for the price to go back up to 31 cents, 40 cents. So just tell them to be careful with that. No more meme coins for me, only utility. Same crap happened to me with Ryushi back in 2021. Yeah, damn. Isn't that still a coin though? No. Might be the wrong one. Anyway, with that being said, the guy never came back and said karate. I don't know if this is the right coin, but I hope, you know, he comes back and lets me know if this is the right coin or not. Evening, have you done AI, OZ, ASM, all-time high, IOTEX? Oh, dang. Damn. Yeah, so we did Trump. This is done for. So yeah, we'll end it on AIOZ. So crypto mailman. I already did ASM, so I'll be posting a video afterwards, and I'll take a look at AIOZ for you right now, and then we'll call it a live stream. I've been live for about an hour and a half, so. Taking a look at AIOZ network on the live stream, keep in mind AIOZ had a monster run. Okay, so a lot of coins didn't have this run. So, you know, keep in mind it's still up, like, it's still up 20x from its lows. And it did over 100x. So just keep that in mind. Now, with that being said, we have support here at 21 cents, and we clearly tagged it. So in my last video, or I'm sure in all my other AIOZ videos, we marked the fact that it's still bullish over 21 cents. And we actually came down and wicked at it, and then we got bought back up. So that is pretty good. Now, yeah, so we need to get back over 32 cents, which I think coincides with resistance here. So, and it does. So just keep in mind with AIOZ, it can come back up to 31 to 41 cents, and the price can still get rejected and come back down. Once that breaks, I put little to no resistance to 65 cents. And if that breaks, then I'd say all-time highs and previous high are in play. Previous high and then all-time highs are in play. However, we can still come back up to 65 cents and still be bearish. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bitcoin's going back up. Let's go. What I'm seeing in Kronos is that utility coins are going to make meme coins. Wait. What I'm seeing with in Kronos is that utility coins are going and meme coins are not going up. Yeah. Yeah, but like that's why you don't want to sell right now, because it's just a matter of time before utility coins don't go up and then meme coins go up, and then you're like, oh, I already sold it. So that's why I'm just holding it. But anyways, with that being said, I think we're gonna call it. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. This is all just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the subscribers, all the members, and all you guys. And watch list videos are going to be posted on Saturday, like for my watch list coins, member coins. And then obviously just let me know if you guys need updates. And then all the videos that I made tonight, I have to edit them, and then they'll be up on the channel. So just go check them out. So, and yeah, with that being said, again, have a great night. Happy Friday. Hopefully the government doesn't shut down tomorrow. I don't know if you guys know that. So I don't know how that's going to affect Bitcoin, but if it does shut down, then most likely expect a dip and expect our meme coins to go to zero, but they're already at zero, so it really doesn't matter. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next live stream.